This week's episode is basically about my day. I'm Rachael Keefe, and this is Monday's Muse. Before I tell you about my day, I want to acknowledge that you might see some blur in my left eye lens. I did have eye surgery earlier this week, and things went in some ways better than expected, and in other ways not quite. And this blur is just to stop some double vision I'm currently experiencing. So, my day. It started out when I went into my office early this morning to discover that a church elf had left a very generous gift, which made me feel appreciated and grateful. And then I went and led an adult Sunday school lesson discussing forgiveness, and particularly forgiveness when we aren't sure what motivates another person's behavior. And sometimes discovering that the worst of human behavior is motivated by deep pain, and that the best thing we can do is to respond in kindness and offer forgiveness. From there, I went to worship, which went well enough, and the sermon was focused on gratitude. Then from worship, there was the usual afterward coffee kinship time, and I talked with folks and all the normal pastoral stuff. And then I went off to a colleague's installation service, which was really quite lovely. And the preacher there reminded us all that what God wants from us is not empty offerings, but God wants us to feed the hungry, clothe the naked, care for the poor, set prisoners free, and liberate the oppressed. It was quite a charge. As the preacher began his sermon, I received a text because I serve on the police community support team for the Minneapolis Police Department. And the text was informing me that there had been another shooting involving an adult male and an infant. As soon as the installation service was over, I went down to the scene of that crime. And it was horrifying to realize that 2 lives ended in a normal neighborhood across from a park where there was a soccer tournament. And to see the emotions of people around: anger, sadness, grief, numbness, curiosity, full range of human emotion on display. And then I finally got to come home. And here I sit in another park. The sun is setting and it's beautiful. And I am left to reflect on the day and think, so much life, so much death. And my responsibility is to be grateful for what I have, and to do what I can to improve the lives of people around me. It's a huge task, but that's what God asks of us. And so at the end of this very long, very busy day, I'm going to ask it of you. Be kind to one another. Tell your family and friends how much they mean to you, and do your best to feed the hungry, clothe the naked, care for the poor, set prisoners free, and liberate the oppressed, because this is what God wants from us. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.